Today I'm going to tell you about the targets you should be watching for as we approach National Signing Day. All that's coming up after the bumper. Bumper. Woo, that bumper clean! Never know when that fool gonna come through. So the Oklahoma Sooners signed 19 players in the early signing period and have picked up commitments from 3 more since then, not including Bookie Radley-Hiles, who apparently had signed his national letter of intent because he's already on campus as an early enrollee. The 3 commitments that we can expect to pick up on National Signing Day are 4-star linebacker Deshaun White, 3-star tight end Braden Willis, and 3-star corner Jordan Austin. But there are still a few targets left that I would like to get to, and I'm going to get to those, but first, a word on a few guys that you probably shouldn't be, thinking we're gonna sign. At the top of the list is Leon O'Neal Jr. Safety, I've had good things to say about him. I still think he's a great prospect, I think he's a great recruit, I think he's gonna do great things. But after he took a visit to Clemson, he kind of sort of changed his mind. And it looks like Clemson is the front runner to land O'Neal Jr. at this time. And if it's not them, it looks like it could be A&M, who he had been committed to until they fired Sumlin, but since Jimbo Fisher got in there, it seems like A&M has got back in his good graces, so that'd be one thing to watch for. So I think he's going to end up at one of those 2 schools. But OU hasn't given up on recruiting him. He could still end up at OU. I just don't think he is gonna. The next guy I think we have a better shot at than O'Neal, but not as good as some. His name is Mauro Joel. You've heard me say good things about Mauro Joel too. He's a 3-star defensive tackle out of Katy, Texas. Same Katy, Texas that Rodney Anderson is from. And he's not going to turn 18 until he's in college, which means that he's still growing. His film looks fantastic. 6'3", 280 pounds, and his recruitment is starting to pick up in a hurry. Alabama just issued this kid an offer on Tuesday night. Nick Saban coming in there late and fast, trying to steal another one from guys that have been recruiting this kid for years. In the case of places like Texas, for which he's taking an official visit this weekend. And I gotta believe that Texas is the front runner because he's from the area. And I genuinely believe that every kid that grows up in Texas eventually wants to go to Texas. And if they give him an opportunity and they say the right things, he could end up at Texas. However, he has a good relation with OU's coaching staff. They stand in contact with him. And it's apparently a neck-and-neck race between Texas and Oklahoma, though Texas folks apparently are feeling pretty good about landing Ojomo. He has said he's going to announce his decision on National Signing Day. The next guy on the list that I think we got a pretty good shot at landing, better than Ojomo, better than O'Neal Jr., is Tank Jenkins. Tank Jenkins is a 6'5", 325-pound offensive guard, interior lineman. He's rated the number 8 player in the state of Alabama, and he announced earlier Wednesday morning, that's yesterday, that's January 30th, that he had narrowed down his list to 3. Those schools are Oklahoma, Ole Miss, and Texas A&M. Now, there's reason to believe that all 3 of these schools could land him. Oklahoma, because once he got to Oklahoma, after it'd been months trying to get him here for an official visit, he had nothing but good things to say. Had a good time with his mom. Then he took a visit to Texas A&M. Had good things to say there. Got a nice picture with Jimbo Fisher. And Ole Miss has actually been recruiting this kid the longest of any of these 3. And he's taken several trips up to Oxford. Now it's between us and 2 SEC schools, but I still like our chances. Bill Bedenbaugh is an effective recruiter and an even more effective offensive line coach. Just look at the kids that he's turned into gamers and winners. In the case of a guy like Orlando Brown. You want to come play for him if you know what's good for you. But 18-year-olds rarely do. That includes me. That includes you. Tank Jenkins has said he will make his announcement on National Signing Day as well. Finally, the guy at the top of my list of targets that you should probably keep your eye on is 4-star defensive tackle and U.S. Army All-American Michael Thompson. Thompson is out of St. Louis, Missouri. The same St. Louis, Missouri that Ronnie Perkins is from. Defensive end, signee, that guy. Thompson is a 6'4", 275-pound monster in the middle. He is the number 3 rated defensive tackle in the 2018 class and the number 2 player in the state of Missouri. He has stated publicly that it is between Oklahoma and Missouri, his home state school or the Blue Blood program that is OU. I expect Ronnie Perkins has done his bit in recruiting. I think he would love to play next to Michael Thompson. I think Michael Thompson would love to play next to him. And I think Thompson knows he would have an opportunity to play right away because there is only one other defensive tackle in this class. And Devontae Lampkin is gone. So there's going to be an open competition for who gets into that rotation. And I like our chances of getting Thompson. I like what he's had to say about OU. I like what people have heard him say about OU. So that's a guy that's at the top of my list. Those are the folks that I think you should keep an eye on. Okay, that's it for me. If you like the videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Deuces.